Most people spend years working harder and harder, yet somehow they still feel financially stuck. They wake up early, go to work, earn money, pay bills, feel temporary relief after salary day, and then repeat the same cycle again next month. This is what people call the rat race. And the truth is, the rat race is not just about being poor. Many people with decent salaries are trapped inside it too. Because if your income stops and your entire life immediately collapses, you are still financially trapped. The system keeps people busy surviving instead of building freedom, and escaping it does not happen overnight. It happens step by step. Today we're talking about 4 powerful steps that can completely change your financial future if you apply them consistently. Step number 1, increase your income. This is where many people fail before they even begin, because many people try to save their way out of poverty. But there's a limit to how much you can cut expenses. There is no real limit to how much you can increase income. If someone earns very little, no budgeting trick will magically create financial freedom. You need more cash flow, and the modern world has created more opportunities than ever before. Years ago, people were limited to jobs in their local area. Today, someone with a phone and internet connection can build income from almost anywhere. Freelancing, content creation, remote jobs, online businesses, affiliate marketing, video editing, graphic design, AI services. The opportunities are endless, but most people never start. Why? Because starting feels uncomfortable. People are scared of looking inexperienced. They want guaranteed success before taking action. But every successful person once started with 0 experience. Every expert was once a beginner. The difference is that successful people were willing to be bad at something long enough to become good at it. And here's something important. Increasing income is not only about working more hours. That's what keeps many people trapped. Real financial growth comes from increasing the value of your skills. The more valuable your skills become, the more money people are willing to pay you. That's why learning high-income skills matters. Skills like communication, marketing, sales, editing, writing, programming, AI, automation. These skills can completely change someone's life within a few years. But most people spend years consuming entertainment instead of learning profitable skills. They scroll for hours every day, then wonder why life never changes. Meanwhile, another person spends those same hours learning something valuable online for free and slowly transforms their future. Because extra income creates options. Options create freedom, and freedom reduces financial stress. But here's the mistake many people make after increasing income: they immediately increase their lifestyle too. Better phone, more expensive clothes, luxury restaurants, unnecessary subscriptions, a bigger car payment. Their income increases, but their financial situation stays exactly the same. Why? Because their expenses grow just as fast as their salary. This leads to step number 2, reduce unnecessary expenses. Notice the word unnecessary. This does not mean living miserably. It means learning the difference between needs and impulsive wants. Most people today spend emotionally. Stress makes them spend. Social media makes them spend. Comparison makes them spend. They buy things to impress people who honestly do not care. And over time, those small expenses quietly destroy wealth. A daily expensive coffee may not seem dangerous. Neither does random online shopping or unnecessary subscriptions, but combined over years, these habits become extremely expensive. Financially successful people understand something powerful: every dollar has a job. Instead of asking, "What can I buy?" they ask, "How can this money help me grow?" That mindset changes everything. Because financial freedom comes from long-term thinking, and this is where discipline becomes powerful. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want right now. Now, this does not mean you should never enjoy your money. The goal is balance. Spend intentionally. Save intentionally. Invest intentionally. Make your money obey you instead of you obeying your impulses. And one of the smartest things someone can do is avoid lifestyle inflation. Just because your income increases does not mean your expenses must increase too. That gap between income and expenses, that gap is where freedom begins. Because the money you keep can later become investments, which leads to step number 3, build cash-flowing assets. This is one of the biggest differences between financially free people and financially stressed people. Most people buy liabilities thinking they are assets. A liability takes money out of your pocket. An asset puts money into your pocket, and wealthy people spend years collecting assets that continue generating income even while they sleep. Now when people hear the word asset, they immediately think they need millions of dollars. But that's not true. In today's world, assets can be built from almost nothing. A YouTube channel is an asset, a digital product is an asset, a website is an asset, an online business is an asset. Stocks and rental properties can also become assets. The goal is simple: build things that continue producing income repeatedly, because relying only on a job is risky. A job gives active income. You work, then you get paid. But the moment you stop working, the income usually stops too. Assets create leverage. They allow your effort to continue paying you long after the original work was completed, and the internet has made leverage more powerful than ever before. One person with a laptop can now build something that reaches millions of people worldwide, but most people never take advantage of it. Why? Because building assets requires patience, and modern society is addicted to instant gratification. People want fast money, fast success, fast luxury, but assets usually grow slowly in the beginning. At first, the results often look invisible, and this is where most people quit. They stop too early. Successful people understand something important. The early stage is supposed to feel slow, because compound growth takes time. Small, consistent efforts can eventually create enormous results, and this leads to the final step: reinvest your profits. This is where wealth truly starts multiplying. Most people increase income, then immediately spend the extra money on lifestyle upgrades. But financially intelligent people do something different. They take profits from one asset and use them to buy or build more assets. That is how wealth compounds. For example, someone starts freelancing online. Instead of wasting all the income, they invest part of it into better equipment. Learning new skills, building a business, starting content creation, buying investments, then those investments begin generating even more income, and that extra income gets reinvested again. This cycle keeps growing year after year. That's how many wealthy people became rich. Not from one lucky moment, but from repeated reinvestment over long periods of time. And here's another important truth: wealth is usually built quietly. Social media makes people think wealth is about showing luxury, fancy watches, expensive cars, designer clothes, but many truly wealthy people focus more on ownership than appearance, because looking rich and being rich are completely different things. Real wealth is freedom, freedom from constant financial stress, freedom from living paycheck to paycheck, freedom to choose how you spend your time, and freedom does not happen by accident. It happens through financial discipline repeated consistently for years. Increase your income. Reduce unnecessary expenses. Build cash-flowing assets. Reinvest your profits. Simple ideas. But when applied consistently for years, they can completely transform someone's future.